Hello, good evening. It's Sunday evening, and I'm at home. I'm in the garden. You can see I've got a crutch, and you might have seen my shot that I put up yesterday. So what happened? Well, on Tuesday evening, I started getting a little bit of pain in my knee. I thought I've not banged it. Don't know what it is. Didn't feel like anything too much. Wednesday, Thursday, started getting a bit worse. Started getting a bit of a limp. Friday, much worse. I did a small job Friday morning, and I went and picked up for Monday, and I was just struggling to walk. My knee was really sore, starting to swell up a little bit, and I didn't think I banged it or anything. Liam thought it might be a bit of gout, but it didn't feel as it does. I don't normally get in my knees anyway, I normally get in my feet. So comes a later Friday afternoon, and my knee is literally ballooned, and I'm in agony. Got shooting pains down my leg, up into my thigh. I'm sweating. I've got a really high temperature. My eyes are bloodshot. My head's spinning, and my heart rate's through the roof, and my blood pressure's through the roof, and I don't feel well at all. So because I do suffer from gout. Some of the issues you can have: septic gout or DVT, deep vein thrombosis. So that was the worry, and because I felt so ill, it seemed like an infection. So Leanne dropped me off at A&E. I went in A&E, instantly got moved to UTC, which is the Urgent Treatment Centre of Royal Bolton Hospital. About 7:30, I finally got seen, and the main worry was septic, not septic gout, it's septic arthritis in my knee. So that means basically I've got arthritis in my knee, or gout, which is a form of arthritis in my knee, and it's become infected, and that's why it's ballooned up so much. There's so much heat radiating from it, and I'm so ill. So tests after test after test, and I had fluid drained from my knee, which was very painful, and there was a lot of fluid that came out my knee, and they were pretty sure it was septic arthritis. So after a long time in the hospital, I ended up there overnight and there till the next morning, and I saw the specialist that drained my knee again in the morning, and the results to come back, and it actually showed no sign of infection, which was strange because I was so ill. By the morning, I was actually feeling much better, but it also showed no sign of crystallization, which the other option was it was just a really severe gout attack. So it was either going to be DVT, which they ruled out straight away. It was going to be septic arthritis, or it was going to be a really severe gout attack, which they didn't think it was because of how much fluid was on my knee and my like temperature and having a fever and everything, and my heart rate. So sorry, a bit of pain. Keep moving about a lot. So he came back in the morning and told me there was no infection in my knee, but then when he checked my knee, he noticed that all the fluid that he drained had refilled, and my knee was puffed out again, and it was back full of fluid. And they had put me on antibiotics in the evening. They put me on a drip. And then he also said, but there was no sign of crystals in the samples they took either. So what happens with gout is you've got uric acid in your system, and then when it gets into a joint, it crystallizes, causes it to go solid, and you have a gout attack. Basically, your joints hurt like hell. So the main issue I'm having isn't actually my knee joint, it's around my knee. There's that much swelling around my knee that I'm struggling to like move it and bend it, and it's literally causing that much pain on my muscles that it's just hurting. Now, they did do some x-rays. I've not broke it, I've not damaged it in any way. There's just a hell of a lot of swelling around my knee. So they ruled out septic arthritis, thank God, because septic arthritis meant I was going to have surgery. I was going to have my knee sliced open, all the infection removed, cleaned, sewed back up. I'd be in hospital for a few days before I got sent home, and then I wouldn't be able to drive for a few weeks. That was worst case, and that was what they were expecting. So that morning, he actually came to me and said, that's what I want to do, but I need to make sure it's okay with my consultant, because we don't know what's going on with your knee. You've not got the crystals for gout, and you've not got an infection for sepsis, so we're very confused. And a couple of hours later, about 9:30, the consultant actually came and saw me, and he's decided that it's just a gout attack, even though there's no crystallization, and sent me home with some gout medication, which we're not sure whether he's right or not, because I'm still in a lot of pain. My knee's still really swollen, I can't walk, and there was no crystallization in there. So if I drop dead over the next few days, blame him. I'm only joking. I'm joking. I do feel a hell of a lot better in myself. My fever's definitely gone. My heart rate's gone back to normal. My blood pressure's gone back to normal, etc., etc. But my knee is still probably about twice the size it should be. I can't bend it to get in and out of the van. I've got like a very limited range of actually moving my leg, and I need a crutch really to do any sort of like walking. I need to get in the back garden, which isn't good, basically. So I was on a ward, and I'm 32. I'm 32 years old. The next youngest person was in the 70s, and it led up to people in the 90s in that ward that all had similar issues to me, and I don't want to be in that position again. So I need to change something. And all my issues, like my gout and everything else that's been wrong with me over the last few years, is down to my unhealthy habits, my eating habits, my lack of exercise, me sitting in a van for 12, 15 hours a day. So something's got to change. I need to get more exercise, whether that's, sorry, flying with me, whether that's stopping more, going for more walks, being more active, not driving as much, or whatever. But I do not want to be in that situation again where I'm the youngest person in the room with the same ailments as older people. Gout, for instance, most people don't get it until their late 50s. I started getting it when I was 22. So I don't want to be in that position anymore. I need to start thinking about my health and actually putting it seriously and putting it first. So I can have fun with my kids. I can run around. I can have a nice time with my wife. Like, at the minute, I'm stuck. I can't really do much. Kids are playing on their own or playing with Leanne. I've just got to sit there and try and rest my knee, because that's the only way it's going to get better. Monday, tomorrow, obviously, I'm going to phone the doctor because I need to get a referral for rheumatology, which could take a while, but I need to get things sorted. I actually need to start. I'm terrible. If I have anything wrong with me, I put off going to the doctors because I feel like I'll just sort myself out, I'll be fine. I could be sick as a dog and I will not go to the doctors. I feel like I'm wasting their time, wasting my time. I've got other things to do and I'm busy. Whereas obviously I should always make time, which is what I need to start doing. So as well for you, if you do have any problems with yourself, which you're putting off going to the doctors or putting off getting sorted, just go and get them sorted. Like, the last thing you want to do is knock time off your life just from being ignorant or stupid like me. So yeah, I need to get my health in order, because this can't happen again, and I won't let it happen again. I need to be at work. I need to be earning money, and at the minute I'm not. Which brings me to the next thing. Thank you very much to Andy P, because he saved my ass. Because the van was fully loaded, and there was some heavy stuff in there. And he came this morning with his daughter, and they both loaded Andy's van to do the delivery tomorrow morning for me, which I really appreciate. Also, a massive thanks to Jono, Tall Man Small Van, because I've just received a lovely care package off you, and it's a lot of sweets. I love sweets, but obviously I'm going to be using them as treats. I'm not going to be indulging too much in them, and I'm going to share them with the kids, whereas normally I just devour them all right away. No, but thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate that. It put a massive smile on my face when it arrived. I just found it at the front door a minute ago. And I'd also like to say a massive thank you to Bob. Bob is my father-in-law. On Friday, Bob had the kids during the day, left when we got home, came back so Leanne could take me to the hospital, then came back again at midnight so Leanne could come drop me a power bank off and a charger because my phone was dying, and we wanted to stay in contact. So I really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I don't know if he used to still watch these, especially to 10 minutes long. But thank you very much. I really, really, really appreciate it. Also, everybody else that's been messaging or sent like get well soon, I really do appreciate it. It was like, if you think about what the specialist sent me home, the consultant sent me home saying I had gout. In that moment, before when I went to the hospital, I had a really high fever. I was sick as a dog. I couldn't see straight. I was seeing double. My head was spinning, and I was in absolute agony. We thought it was going to be septic arthritis or something like DVT. Like, we still aren't sure whether the consultant was right. The specialist that I spoke to before that still wanted to do the surgery on me, but the consultant got the end say and sent me home. So we're just going to have to see how it goes with my knee and hope for the best. But thank you very much to everybody that has said get well soon and stuff, and everyone that's been messaging me and Leanne with their well wishes. I'm fine. In myself, I'm fine. I can't walk. I can't do much, and I'm pretty annoyed at myself for letting it get this far. It won't happen again. Thank you, everyone. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.